And this is show number 238 if you've been following along. Hey, and for those of you who don't know, we also broadcast this live stream every week on Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Curly Hair Q&A Show YouTube channel. Did you know that? Did you know that?
I did know that.
Did you know that?
I did because Jessica told me.
There. We do. So thanks for joining us tonight, just like every Monday night. This is show number 238, like I said. And today we're going to be taking your curly hair questions live. So if you've got questions about curly hair and you're watching this live stream, sorry if you're listening to the podcast tomorrow morning, you can't join in. But if you're watching the live stream anywhere, such as on Facebook in the Curly Girl support group, the Diva Curl user support group, the OurCurlClub.com Facebook group, also in the Raw Curls user support group. Any of those places you can ask your questions, and you'll have a curl expert actually answer them live today. So anyway, we have tons of fun facts tonight.
Yay.
If you're watching on the live stream, you're probably wondering why there's a cat floating above my head.
It's perfect, except you can't see its little party hat.
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, you made a punny.
You made a punny. That's my job. Stop stealing my jobs.
She's stealing your thunder.
Mm-hmm. Here's a fun fact. I love cats.
Yeah.
Here's another fun fact. This is actually my, you know how some people have birthday months? That's you, right? Aren't you a birthday month person?
No.
I thought you were a birthday month person. Somebody,
Well,
I know people that are.
we have a whole
kind of
birthday
are.
month. We have a collective birthday month.
Well, this is my birthday week, so
You say it's a birthday.
I got a cat for my birthday.
It's the cutest.
I know, he loves cats.
I love cats, so I'm going to take
Pull
this
it down
cat.
so you can see the little party hat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can't see the party hat? Oh, there.
Aw, look at how cute that is.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky we didn't get a live one. That would be even funnier.
Not really.
And what else?
But thank you.
You got, look at that perfect cupcake.
And yeah, I'll tell you how this ends up later.
Wow.
But yeah, isn't this a beautiful cupcake for those who are
That
watching?
strawberry's perfect.
That's a giant strawberry on the top of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Can't wait to try it. Anyway, there's been shows that we've had celebrations for birthdays or whatever, and we've actually ate the snacks on air, right?
Yeah.
Like Helen's birthday,
Yeah.
probably yours and whatever.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Go
the
for
reason I
Nope.
didn't get something for all of us is because we just went out for a big dinner last night and we had a 5-layer carrot cake and
Yes.
a chocolate peanut butter dessert.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went out to dinner for my birthday last night, and it was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Ocean Prime on 5th Avenue South in Naples, which is a really nice area.
Ken's fancy.
Well, kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. We didn't have the real super fancy dinner. Well, actually, we did.
Yes, we did.
We went to the senior citizen early bird, so we got it for like a third of the price. So.
That's perfect.
We didn't
It
do
is
that
perfect.
we didn't do that
I
on
was-
purpose. It was all that they had.
And it was great. I was thrilled. It couldn't be any better. It was wonderful.
Well,
Everything
you're
was
a
wonderful.
Senior citizen anyway.
Yeah. Right. So I
Take
finally get to
advantage.
take advantage of it. I will in certain
You
circumstances.
should always take advantage.
I do, but I try to, but I did last night. So, yeah, it was really excellent. You know what? I mean, there's a lot of times you go out to, you can go out to dinner and it not be, there'd be something and whatever. Nothing. Perfect.
That's what I told Jess on the way
Perfect.
here. I'm like, this was outstanding. Like everything from just the pretzel bread to the, my client said we absolutely had to get the lava drink, which is, I should give Helen a picture of that. She can have it for the end of the show, but it is a berries and bubbles drink where it has dry ice in it and it's literally smoking. That was delicious. And, I don't like anything that tastes like alcohol. To the food was outstanding. The salad, the main meal, and the dessert, everything. It was just fabulous.
You
Yeah.
said even your table was great.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, yeah, we were supposed to have a bar seat, and they upgraded us to a table right, like by the door overlooking Fifth Avenue.
Because they knew who we were,
Right.
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 But I asked where the Rolls Royce limos were because they have Rolls Royce limos there. But yeah, I guess the new owners might have got rid of them. So I was kind of disappointed. But anyway, not that they'd be Not that I'd be riding in them. But anyway, so get your curly hair questions in tonight. I've got some here. We'll start going over them, and Melanie can answer for you. So it'll be fun tonight. So have you guys got any fun facts? You got your fun fact ready? You got your fun fact ready,
Well,
Melanie?
I had a fun fact, but she told me it had to be more
It
about
wasn't fun.
me.
No, I'm
She
just
said it wasn't
kidding.
fun enough.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
I have a general fun fact.
Tell us all.
Okay. So my general fun fact is that tulips continue to grow after you cut them.
Tulips continue to grow after you cut them.
So we noticed it in the salon where we would have our tulips at the beginning of the week. And by the end of the week, they had grown out of the vase. And so we were kind of thinking about it. And then we had a florist actually who was a client, and she confirmed it. She said that that's why they don't put tulips in a wedding bouquet the night before, because by the time they wake up in the morning, they've grown and they've shifted out of their position.
And then they have to alter the whole arrangement.
So now it's a fun little game that we play.
That is.
When we get tulips at the beginning of the week, we watch how fast they grow by Friday.
Well, we grew up in a cold climate, as did you. So we know that the first plants to really start breaking ground, the first flowers are in the spring, are the tulips. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah, we used to have them
Tulips
in our
are
house.
fascinating, aren't they?
That is. Melanie, you got a fun fact you wanna throw at us?
I was just going to do the little fast fun fact thing. That's what I figured I'd do with Jess, because I know she was kind of like, I don't know what to say. And I said, just fun personal things about you. So, you know how we were like chocolate or vanilla,
Ooh, chocolate
a drink or dessert.
drink.
What else? I don't know.
Is this a speed round?
Yes, it's like speed dating. Cat or dog?
Neither.
That wasn't a choice.
This kind of cat.
Right.
Really? Instead
Right.
of a dog?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for my kitty. Thank you. Thanks
you're
for the cat.
welcome.
So cute.
Yeah. And that's a fun fact about me. My number one, like I don't know what you call it. I can never figure out what to call it, but it's like I don't know if it's pet peeve or it's the number one, like, personal or human quality that will absolutely turn me off. The number one thing, pretty much everything else I can pretty much deal with. You know, everybody's an idiot, everybody's an a-hole, right? You know, but there's one thing that I can't, and it's that spirit. I call it the spirit of ungratefulness. People who aren't grateful, I can't stand that. Get them away from me. I don't even want to. I can't even. I don't even want to. If you have that in you, because it never goes away. It never goes away. It never gets better. Because I saw it in my family growing up. I had one of those people around me. It never gets any better. No matter how much you address it or what, it never gets any better. I can't stand that.
So you're saying if a cat showed up at your house, you would find the joy.
You'd be really grateful.
I would not.
You would go to gratitude. You would find the joy.
I would go to gratitude. I would find the joy. There is no way in heck I would hurt the person's feelings that brought
He'll
me
just
that
regift
cat.
it to your son. at
However,
college.
No,
However-
Nathan, if you're listening, you're not
However,
getting a cat.
hey, here's another fun fact. In the last 18 days, I've driven 7,000 miles. So don't think for 1 minute that I won't take that cat on a drive up to UT
Oh,
or UD.
UT to Tennessee.
I have no problem.
Well,
None.
Well, my
You
children
need me
are
to
not
drive 800
receiving-
miles? No
Nope.
problem.
Nathan's not that far. He's in Daytona.
That's why I said, don't even, if you're thinking that,
I won't. It won't ever be me. I
He has
won't.
his own place. He's got his own apartment now.
He does.
it needs his own cat.
He does not.
And I would be more than happy to bless him.
Well, okay.
So anyway, that the reason that we talk a lot early to start on is that it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, which is early in other parts of the country. You know, people all the time will tell us that they've got, you know, they just got home. They're trying to get everybody fed. They're trying to give the kids a bath and whatever. And, you know, so we give them time to come on. So people are always like, when are you going to get to it? You know, when you shut up, that's when we're going to get to it. See, that's that ungratefulness I can't stand. Be grateful we're here. So every week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Blue.
Is that green or blue?
It's very blue.
It's blue. You want to know another fun fact?
Sure.
Somebody in this room is colorblind.
Two
Not me.
people.
Mm-hmm.
2 people.
Are you colorblind?
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yeah. But that top, I do believe, is green. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's not always. It's very hit or miss.
Well, that's one of those fun things that Melanie and I have discovered about each other is we see colors very differently.
Yep.
And I've never been diagnosed colorblind. I do think I can see colors correctly. Or just it's more of a shade thing where she'll see something and she sees it more of a shade.
It's actually more of a tone. I don't mean to correct you,
Okay.
but yeah, because shades are lightness and darkness, and the
Okay.
tone is like the different
right, like the
colors.
color of the wall at the salon. She thinks it's blue. I think it's green.
I think
turquoise.
it's teal, like turquoise.
Well, yeah,
I mean.
but
It's
so
a
which
yes.
which color do you lean towards? Do you lean towards blue or do you lean towards green?
I think it's more of a bluish.
Yeah,
turquoise.
because you can have blue
But yeah.
green or green blue.
Yeah.
Or like your phone to me looks green.
Right. So
Here's a
that could
fun
be more
fact.
green blue.
Here's a fun fact. One of my first cars, I think my third car, was a 1967 Mustang that was turquoise, just like that, from the factory.
Really?
Love that car.
I've never
I was
seen
so
that.
mad. Yeah, they're not very common, that color.
Wow.
Not very
What
common.
happened to that one?
That's what she needs now.
Yeah, that's what I need now. How come I don't get to
I
drive that?
We'll make that
I
happen.
could
We
look
need
for
to make
what
it happen.
what happened to that.
Oh, never mind. We'll move on to some curly hair questions.
Me trying to be a good guy
Yeah.
didn't end up being a good guy, and it was the second time it happened to me that I did it. You would have thought I would have learned the first time.
Nope.
My bug, my Mustang. Anyway, so all right, let's. Do you want to start with our first question, our first topic? Do you want to talk about
Yeah.
tones versus shades?
Oh, was that really the question?
Well, that was what we were talking about. So I thought, since you brought it up, I'm like, should we talk about that?
Oh,
Do you want to clue some people in on that or no?
I think I just did.
It's very interesting though.
Enough.
You know how different and like reds specifically, people are very you need a picture
Yeah.
because what you think is red and I think is red are very different things.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about that last week, and a lot of things affect the tones of the color because, lighting and just it really makes the eye see color differently. So it's important. But anyway, yes, there's lots of different shades and tones of reds and blondes, and it's important to just clarify because, like Jessica just said. She may be looking at something and thinking it is copper red, and I may be looking at it thinking it's a violet red, and they're two totally different things. And that can get really complicated because if you want to get super technical, like once you get down to a certain level of copper on the color scale, it becomes violet looking as well. So a lot of people don't know that. But once it starts to get like a darker, deeper copper, it starts to take on a violet look.
Do
Violet
we have
tone.
like a color chart at
We
work?
do, yeah.
I
A wheel?
I would like to
Yes.
see it tomorrow. That's what I'm going to
We
do.
could make T-shirts because Melanie's throwing shade. So
No, it's just when you're
Shades.
not a professional. When you're not a professional, you don't even realize
right.
how broad the color spectrum really is.
Yeah, here's a fun fact. This is one of Melanie. Speaking of which, this is one of Melanie's favorite customer phrases that is related to this. I see orange.
Well,
That's a whole nother thing about lighting, right? We could have that conversation too if you want to.
yes, but so more very commonly, people will say, I want like a caramel or a toffee colored highlight, but I don't want it to be orange or brassy. And you're just kind of like, okay.
But I think in their heads, they're not really seeing toffee the way you see toffee. That's why I think, excuse me, that's why I think that pictures are so important because for me, toffee, what I visualize is probably not what you see. And so
Right.
I'm not even seeing, toffee, for instance, I can see that color. I think that we probably see the same thing, but I don't think people really see colors the same. And that's why they're not even thinking that there's that color in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because toffee, caramels, all those, definitely have warmth to them. So, again, it's just a matter of kind of just the details, looking at pictures and saying, this is what I want or don't want. Because, yeah, it It can get very complicated, but as you said, everyone sees things differently. So there's a huge variation of tones and shades. But like I said, the tonality is going to be like warmth and coolness. The shades is going to be lightness and darkness.
That's helpful.
Is that helpful?
I think it is to a lot of people. Melanie, Katie Barenth has a question for you. I was wondering if the Raw Curls Vault Hydrating Cream Cleanser would pair well with the Raw Curls Vault 007 conditioner.
Yes.
Yes. So it doesn't have to be paired with the hydrating cream conditioner. It can be paired with a different one. Not too heavy. You don't think?
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a good one. And for those of you who don't know, the Raw Curls Vault Hydrating Cream Cleanser and Hydrating Cream Conditioner launched, 2 weeks ago? Last week? I don't remember. I think they launched
2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago in our Curl Club. Oh, that's another thing we can talk about tonight. And I think a week or so ago to the general public, like in the Curly Girl support group and on the Raw Curls user support group. So,
yeah, because I have a lot of clients that are on, they use the regular Raw Curls cleanser, and we love that. But then, they got to try the 007 conditioner, and of course, I haven't met a person yet that doesn't love it. It is amazing. So you can, mix and match.
Okay.
And Jessica, what do you use? Do you use the Wavy Swavy, right?
I use Wavy Swavy cleanser and 007 conditioner.
And Jessica has super fine hair, if you can't tell. A lot of people think that her hair is really thick
I
and
know,
coarse.
it's funny.
So it's not. It's very fine. But she has a lot of it. So it's very dense, if that makes sense. So means fine strands, lots of them. But yet she's able to use the 007 and it's not weighing her hair down.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I need you to make it forever.
You do. I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to try.
Okay.
I personally use the hydrating cream cleanser and hydrating cream conditioner. I've been lucky is that I've had the beta samples for over a year. So we just keep we talked about this before. Like everybody thinks that, like at our house in our shower stalls, like we have all the best of everything and the biggest bottles of all the Raw Curls Vault and all the best skincare. That's not how it works. How it works when you make stuff like we do, we get all the busted bottles, crinkled labels, no labels, the beta sample jars. We had a drawer. No lie. We had a drawer.
I believe you.
We call them the scratch and dents.
We call them the scratch and dents, but we had, I think they might have moved to this house and I was so mad when I saw it. But at our old house before we moved, somebody in this room had a drawer full of all these bottles and caps, old ones from all these beta tests. I mean, like 100 of them filled in a drawer. I mean, they're things that cost us like a penny. I'm like, throw them away.
They cost us more than a penny. They cost us a lot.
A bottle costs us like, I'm talking about the empties. You're saving all the empties. I'm like, what? I'm like, we sweep them out the door on a sweep more. Just when they fall, I just throw them away, right? But so we get a lot of that just because that's how the testing goes. So I use that a lot, and I personally really like it. However, now I've been beta testing again, and actually it's beyond beta testing because I think it's going to come out, but in a limited run. But we've got a healthy scalp cleanser that's got some special ingredients, basically some structured silver and some other stuff to help with dry scalp and things like that. Things a cat would get.
It's going to jump on your back.
Or my throat.
The claws are going to come out.
Yeah, for dry scalp and itchy scalp, stuff like that, whatever. And it's something that I found that it works great. It seems to be working great. And I'm probably going to bring it out in our Curl Club first. We'll see how it goes. But what I found is that it doesn't do real well with my hydrating cream conditioner because it seems that it's kind of dry because it has to be because it's trying to you're worried about it treating your scalp, not your hair. That's why you're using it, right? So I found that like using the 007 conditioner, a little bit of that instead, seems to be a better combination for me. But anyway, that's me. So, all right, let's go on. Oh, we got questions. Melanie, I have fine, wavy to curly hair, and I'm wondering which gel would be the best for me. Raw Curl's medium hold gel did not hold. Firm gel doesn't hold past wash day. Looking for recommendations between Firm Gel, the new Vault cream gel, or the new Vault firmer gel that's coming. That came out today, you guys. That's basically the formulation of the Raw Curls Firm Hold Gel. It's now in our Curl Club. You can buy it really, really cheap, 16-ounce bottle. It's got a different preservative. So, but anyway, so she'd like to know, what do you think? I'm thinking what you're going to say no to creams on if you're having problems with hold.
Right. I'm going to answer this, and then I'm going to let Jess comment on it as well. Because as I just said, that's exactly the kind of hair that she has. So, no to creams, too heavy, but something sounds wrong. Because we can get great curl and hold out of even the medium gel. To say that, the firm gel isn't holding beyond wash days, there's something wrong. It sounds to me like they're not using enough. Right?
That's what I was going to say. And I
Not
think
using
the
enough of the firm gel? Because the firm gel should.
Either
for
one.
Sure.
Either one.
Oh, yeah. I used the medium gel for a long time. And
Years.
the only reason I switched, is because I think we were out for a minute. And so I switched to firm, and I just haven't switched back just because firm is great. But I think you're definitely probably not using enough.
Yeah, because you don't. Well, Jess washes her hair every day, but I have people that, I can get 4-day curls out of the firm gel. I have people that actually wash their hair up to 2 weeks. Is the longest. I know.
Even this cat is puking listening to that.
I know. Right? So, that's a bit extreme, but anywhere from 3 to 10, days is, normal. So I just feel like there's some kind of issue with application there. Make sure you're starting with your hair wet enough, but it sounds like you're just not applying enough gel. Make sure you have enough gel that you're applying from root to end on each section, about 1/2-inch sections, so that your hair feels. I always tell people, the way that I apply is like the rake and shake technique, where you're taking the gel about 1/2-inch sections, running it from root to end, and you're running your hands down the strand from root to end. And when the hair feels slimy, then you have enough gel. If you don't put enough, then you're gonna, you have the chance of getting frizz or it breaking down when you're just drying it or breaking the cast. So that's what sounds like is happening to me.
Okay. I notice with a lot of like the new curly cuts, when you're teaching them about the gel, you're doing the sections and then you're putting a little bit more for every section.
Yeah.
And I think that from my own personal experience, what we're doing wrong is putting a handful of gel in, putting it all over our hair, and thinking that we're getting it evenly.
Instead of doing section by section?
Little bits in every section. That's the difference. And I think it makes a huge difference.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And, we talk a lot with people applying the products in their hair upside down. I don't personally recommend that because you can't see what you're doing. If your head is right side up, then you can see that you're getting section by section. And then after you have your gel, and plus, then you lift your hair up on the top. That's where you want lift. And we found out that a lot of people are missing that whole top section, which is the most important, where they get flatness and frizziness and whatever, because they're applying it upside down. They're kind of missing all of that. So if you're doing it upright, you're seeing what you're doing. And then once you have all your product in, you flip your head upside down, scrunch, and blot with the towel.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, one other thing, because you gave several pieces of advice to her, but do you think possibly she's either got too much water in the hair or not enough?
I usually find that it's not enough,
Make sure it's sopping wet.
Yeah. Because the hair is it's like a sponge. It's only going to absorb what it can. So, if it's full, the excess is going to drip out.
It's very rare that you end up with a puddle of water.
It's very rare.
Everybody needs all that water, and they'll walk themselves back to the chair feeling like they're dripping.
Yeah.
And then you apply the product and it sounds so squishy and none of that water leaves their hair.
Exactly. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
But that's how I decided,
Hey, leave my cat alone.
I didn't touch it. It was the air.
wow. The cat's just like, that's funny. I kind of came, there's always this thing about porosity and, the tests for it. And so I came up with a really easy test for porosity because of that, just with what I do every day on all these curly heads of hair, because of that fact where, if you have low porosity, that means your hair is going to absorb more of that water. So there's nothing that will drip out, after we're applying the gel. And that's most cases. Mm-hmm. But there's a few people I have that are low porosity. And did I say that right last time? So low porosity means that it doesn't need as much of the water. And so the hair will be drippy. Even after I apply the gel and everything, it continues to be very, very wet and drippy. Like it's rare, but I have a few people that have that, and then it takes a really long time to dry.
Okay. All right. All right, Melanie, what's the best cut and style recommendation for hair that grows really fast? 2B to 3A, baby fine, silky, very dense. Currently, it's cut every 16 weeks. Any thoughts?
Every 16 weeks.
That's every 4 months.
That's 4 months.
Yeah. Well, you hear a lot of these recommendations of people that, only get your hair cut every 6 months.
I've never heard that. We recommend every 3 months. So that's what my curly clients get on average. And the people that have hair that grows really fast, they come sometimes every 6 weeks.
So maybe cut it back to every 12 weeks instead of every 16 weeks.
I have lots of people that come every 10 and 12 weeks for curly hair. We just say on average, most people can go 3 months. But there's some people, depending on their style, their hair, how fast it grows, how thick it is, whatever, they have to come sooner. So
maybe that would be a better cut in general, more or less than a style, because I'm wondering if Susan is saying here that what she's seeing is she's losing the style by week 16 or coming up to week 16. She's losing the style that she had when she got it cut, which I guess growth.
You're going to, yeah.
You're going to.
You're going to. Even, my clients that have had the raw curls cut, I have some that are more wavies, and some people that have shorter hair that come in sooner. And I always customize my cuts for each individual, meaning, not only the cut and the technique itself, but also how often it needs to be done. So I have some wavy clients that fall into this. They want to come sooner and they're coloring their hair. So we do a curly cut on them every couple of haircuts. And I actually do just like a regular tiny little trim in between, because they just need their ends cleaned up. They don't, that curly cut that I put in the hair lasts and that grows out. But then all of a sudden we get to a point where it's like, oh, you definitely need the curly cut, because like she's saying, at 4 months, now that style's grown out, it just needs to be redone.
Okay. I want to mark these so I know I went over them. All right. I can answer this one. Does the Raw Curls Vault Curl Repair Spray replace the Raw Curls Anti-Frizz Spray, or should we use both? Experiment. Try using the Vault Curl Repair Spray alone. See how you like it.
Can I answer that?
You can. You can.
I don't care for your answer.
I've been hearing a lot. I've been hearing a lot of people experimenting with it, and there's a lot of people, and we kind of knew this going in, that we're getting people that are saying first time they used it, they saw significant results.
But they're different. So I
different.
don't agree with replacing one with the other.
But you don't agree with experimenting with it?
Sure.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Well,
is that
that's
if
not
she's
what
got
it
them
sounded
both,
like.
because she's saying replace, so that tells me she's already using it.
Yes.
That's what I was kind of getting at, is that try it on its own and see what you think.
But you can't really replace the anti-frizz spray with the leave-in curls repair because it's different.
It's
That's
different.
a treatment. It's, that's more of a leave-in treatment, and the anti-frizz spray is different. It's for, controlling the frizz. It's a light leave-in detangler, and it's your curl refresher. So that, to me, they're different products, and you can't really replace it with the treatment.
Yeah.
Because that's more
True.
of a repair spray.
True. Yeah, because they're doing different things.
Correct.
They're doing different things. But boy, that's a neat.
And
I may have to enter that in the Curl Awards. I wasn't gonna. I was kind of, because we had so many, and I was like, what? I'm kind of thinking that one's going to be one. Because I have no competition.
I mean, I always say experiment
win.
and find your own routine and what works for you. But to me, that, the curl leave-in repair spray is not like a curl refresher. I mean, that's not something that you're going to spray into the hair dry to refresh your curls. I'm not saying that you can't. Go ahead and see how you like it. But, to me, that's what the anti-frizz is for, because we have that anti-frizz molecule in there. So completely different formulas.
Yeah. That came from Natasha.
Thanks, Natasha.
Thank
Good
you,
question.
Natasha. Yeah. Does anybody
Have you
remember
used that
from?
yet?
Yeah. Does
No.
anybody? Have you used it yet?
No.
Oh.
You
Do you watch Bullwinkle as a kid? Oh,
Yes.
okay. So Boris Badenoff.
Yeah.
What was Natasha's last name? Does anybody know?
No.
Oh.
They're
I don't
great
even know
names.
what
That whole
show
show
you're
had
talking
great
about.
names on. The
Rocky and
Rocky and
Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle show.
Moose and a squirrel.
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
the-
a cartoon?
yes, and the
He had
Yeah.
a mustache and
Oh, okay.
right, the evil, Boris Badenoff
okay. What's Natasha's
and
name?
Natasha. I don't know what her last name is.
Oh,
I don't know. Somebody will know.
Google it.
No,
need
I
to
want
know.
somebody to comment in the section
I
or in
need
the
to
comment section. All right, let's go to the next one. All right.
Maybe she has the same last name as Boris.
Maybe. I don't know if they were married or not.
I bet they are.
They were Russian spies.
oh.
Anyway, thank you. Let's see. All right. Thank you for the samples. Oh, you must have joined our Crow Club. I'm going to wash tomorrow with the Raw Curls Vault Build-Up Remover and use the Raw Curls Vault Deep Conditioner. I have hard water and usually use Malbusi Hard Water Wellness. Will the Raw Curls Vault Build-Up Remover be enough, or should I use a hard water packet as well? Thank you for everything you are doing. We are blessed to be on the receiving end of this deal. Yeah, you are. Tell your friends you are.
Good. I'm
'Cause you
glad
are.
they're grateful.
I am
See?
I am, because you know how much I love people who are grateful. You know what? Because it makes me want to do more things for them.
Right.
Of course.
It does. And I wonder if a lot of people maybe don't realize that.
Of
And they
course they
think
do.
that, you think?
Of course they do.
Because I wonder if there's people that think that the nastier I am, the more people will bow to me. That doesn't work for me.
That's not the majority of people, though.
Good.
That's just the squeakiest wheel.
Right. It is. So Malibu Sea Hard Water Wellness. Yeah. Good product for sure for hard water. What do you think? Should you put the packet in and use that?
I would try it without. I think that it would be enough, but again, sometimes it can be the hard water has more of the minerals in it, so you might need to add that. So it all depends. It's going to kind of be trial and error. Because the buildup is different,
It's different things building up.
Yeah. So if it's got all the minerals in there with the hard water, then yes, you may benefit from adding that too. I would try it without first and see how that does. And then, you can always the next time add the packet.
I never understood why they call hard water, because when you're washing with hard water, it feels slimy and soft. It's not really hard. So it's kind of backwards.
That's true.
Anyway.
That's true.
So maybe somebody has a fun fact and can tell me why. So, all right. Thank you for that, Lauren. And we appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Because you're right. This whole deal is
Different.
Did I mention that I drove 7,000 miles since the 13th? 7,000 twice
Twice. You
to the
told
Chicago
us.
warehouse and back. Twice. And I may have to do it again. I'm trying
Well,
not to.
we didn't get you a medal, but we got you a kitty cat.
Oh, yeah,
Although-
thanks.
And a cupcake.
And a cupcake.
Does that mean I
Cue
can
the
I could
confetti.
strap this into the passenger
Yes.
seat? That means I can drive in the HOV lane in
Oh.
Chicago.
I don't think you should test it.
Ah. I don't know. It kind of floats around and it distracts and
It
kind
might.
of blocks your vision.
You can
It
only go
might.
forward.
Yes. Tell them the story, Jess.
We get in the car and she has it in the back seat. And I said, well, you can't see out of the back window. She said, it's okay. We're only going forward.
Great. I like that.
Wasn't
Right.
planning on going backwards or
Right.
backing. I'm like, we just gotta go down the street.
Yeah. Stop looking backwards. Stop. Yeah. Because you're not going that
I
way.
don't look back. I only go forward.
All right. Did you have something you wanted to say or you want me to go on the next questions?
No. Well, the word is escaping me. I'm having one of those moments. So my brain pills aren't working. I gotta
Okay.
take those supplements.
You only took one, right? Are you on day 2?
I know, but they should be
She's
working.
not Einstein. You should be working.
I'm
She's
asking
gonna ask
for a
for her money
refund.
back.
I already called them today.
She's like one of our customers. No, I'm not kidding. I mean, I am kidding. Which I'm not kidding.
Well, whenever whatever you're thinking, you'll get it in the shower.
Yeah, I know. Jess is always like, go take a shower because that's where I do my thinking. There's the clarifier, and then there's the other that clears the minerals.
Yeah, there's the hard water wellness shampoo. That's for that.
Yeah,
for
but
taking
there's
the
a word
minerals.
for it.
Chelating.
Chelating. Thank you. Yep. Yep. So
Let's
that's
see you spell that, Jessica.
Nope, that wasn't. Are you
Try spelling
questioning
it.
my intelligence?
No, just that's because that's a hard word to spell.
I've never heard that word before, to be honest.
Okay,
Really?
then that's even harder.
Oh wow.
Anyway,
Yeah, chelation. So that is a different, so it's demineralizing.
Yeah.
So removing, like I was just talking about some of the hard water buildup.
calcium and stuff like
Calcium, yeah, chlorine, all those things that could be harder to get out of the hair.
that. Yeah, there is
So-
a rumor that there is a hard water shampoo possibly coming out in a limited quantity in our Curl Club in the Raw Curls Vault line. I have not confirmed that yet.
Who told you that rumor?
I heard
Oh,
the little
some
birdies.
little kitty cat?
some
Little
cat I
birdie.
know.
God. One
This-
of the
this cat.
500 robins in the yard.
The little birdie told
Have you seen our yard?
I had to fill the water
Oh my
again. I can't do it twice a day.
Did you see the picture that I had? There were
Yes.
7.
Yes.
7 at one time in the. She's like, why is it empty every day of water? I'm like, look.
Yeah.
Not to mention you caught that raccoon,
The raccoon
slooping on there
was-
like it was a water cooler.
Hay thinks it's one of those the drinks that you go to the bar that you get the big
Stands up, rests
The
his
bowl.
chin on it. It was
party
hilarious.
bowl.
She told me about it. I'm
a
like,
fishbowl.
the fishbowl.
The
That's
fishbowl,
it. That's
yeah.
it. There you go. The fishbowl drink.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, all the seeds are gone in that other bird feeder. Someone dumped him out.
Who can afford this? This seemed like such a great idea. Now it's getting expensive. Like every day they're drinking all the water.
I
they're
had to
eating all
buy
the
a
food.
50-pound bag of seeds.
Well, you can ration it though. Like they're gonna start pecking at your window. Like I need you to fill it back up.
They do that at our old house.
They
With
do?
the water, they stand
They
there
do.
and wait
I-
for us to come out the door and then squawk at us.
I heard that you get stalked by the birds there.
Yeah.
They do.
They wait for you.
They pooped
They
on my
do.
car though. They're
They're
gonna
like,
make
where's
me
the
mad.
water? Where's the water, fat boy? I'm like, geez. Judgmental and all.
Oh yeah. They're gonna start swooping and pecking at
I
you.
have to go there tomorrow. I was going to go. I haven't been there, but I have to go there. tomorrow.
Wear a big hat.
They're waiting. I'm sure they're waiting. You're like,
We're
there
gonna
he
get
is.
you.
There he is. Oh, gosh. Okay, so before we get to our next question, there's another good question. Boy, we got lots of good questions
Yay,
today,
good.
which is great. Thank you, guys. But I do want to bring this up because I haven't, and I don't know this because I haven't had a chance to ask. So I'm asking for me as much as I have. So what's going on in the beta testing of the Raw Curls Vault purple shampoo and purple conditioner? Do you have any news to share with us or no?
Well, I have news to share with you, but I don't know that. you want me to
Okay,
talk
then
about-
no. Then we have no news yet. So
Still working on it.
yeah, if you haven't joined our Curl Club yet, you're gonna wanna. Just go to the homepage, go to ourcurlclub.com. It's a one-page website, and I did that on purpose because I wanted everybody, people that I want to take advantage of it and people that hate us, I want them to go there and just click on it and just look. Just look.
All
evil.
love, Ken.
I'm
all
not
love.
evil. I want them to look.
Okay.
Here's the game. It's one page. Look, just scroll. All you got to do is scroll on your phone. You don't have to click on nothing. Yeah. And you can ooh and ah all you want.
Okay.
So ourcurlclub.com. Go look. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you. I have a hard time saying ridiculous.
Spell that.
Yeah, Ken. Spell that.
RIDICULOUS. Ridiculous.
Yes.
Look at that.
Entrepreneur.
Congratulations. You get a cupcake.
Orders.
Yeah.
All these hard things.
That's actually a fun fact, is that AJ Foyt, one of the greatest race car drivers to ever walk this planet, still alive, he couldn't say ridiculous right either. So, like if he'd be in a crash and get out of the car at Indy, and if they do the dumb thing and stick a mic in his face right away, he would say that, and it didn't sound right a lot.
So that reminds me of a really quick story about my son.
Oh.
So my oldest son, Nathan, who is very much a black or white, follows the rule kids.
And a curly hair, by the way.
He does. He was in the spelling bee in his elementary school.
Really?
And he was in like the top whatever, I don't remember, but his word was obituary, and he was so worried about spelling it because when he sounded it out, he thought there was a bad word in it, and he didn't want to spell it
He
out.
should have spelled it that way. That would've been
And
fun.
so he thought about it. You could see the wheels turning, and finally he spelled it. He spelled it correctly, but he was like, obituary, and you just saw his face kind of like turn
Get
red,
scared.
where he was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm supposed to
Gonna
spell
get in
this or not.
trouble. Oh, how funny.
There's videos that go on online that show up every once in a while of kids that try to get a little goofy or try to make themselves laugh or try to make themselves think in spelling bees. Like they ask the one kid, like, do chickens have large talons? Like stuff like that. And he's laughing to himself and nobody else is laughing because
That's Napoleon
nobody else is
Dynamite.
getting the joke except for this
Exactly.
10-year-old,
Right. That's funny.
which would be totally me up there. And laughing at my own jokes. All right, Melanie, I'm new to Raw Curls products, and I don't know what products to start with. How do I start?
Well, probably the best thing to do is get a starter pack.
Yes, and they are available at rawhairorganics.com.
Right.
And you have a choice between two, one for Wavy Swavy and one for
Everyone else.
everyone else. They're new. Those new kits are new.
They have
Those new kits are
everything.
new. Those they have everything. They are really slick. We haven't started advertising them yet. A couple of people got them around Black Friday or whatever. But yeah, we were just talking about this with Miss Helen. We've made hundreds and hundreds of those. They're sitting on a pallet here getting ready for something special I can't tell you about. But they are the most comprehensive, and they're not teeny tiny bottles. They're
No.
big bottles with a towel and an instruction card. They are,
There's a towel?
yes,
Ours don't have a towel.
because you haven't got the new boxes yet that you just loaded in your car.
Oh. Do we need to have a price change?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Yeah.
Or
'Cause it
you
was
can
already
join
like a
our
really
new
crazy
club
deal.
and get a real, but that's another thing.
But yeah, that's
go
a
ahead.
good
Yeah.
place to start because it has everything in there: the cleanser, the conditioner, the anti-frizz spray. You know, depending on which packet you get, you know, the Wavy has the mousse in it, and I think one gel. The other one has both gels. It has a clarifier, so it really has everything to try.
Oh, and the deep conditioner, I think,
does
in
it
the
have the
7
deep
pack.
conditioner in there?
It is. Yep.
Okay.
It's in there.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that's definitely the way to go if you're unsure.
For sure.
But it's pretty simple. Like the products are very user friendly. So unless you have very fine and not super dry hair, then I would go with the Wavy. And if you have anything else, go with the regular Raw Curls.
Yeah. Hey, Helen, have you got a picture of the Raw Curls Firm Hold Gel in the Vault line that you took earlier today? Do you have that picture or no? If you don't, you don't. That's fine. You don't have to scramble to get it. All right. Melanie, are there any daily hair refresher sprays in the Raw Curls Vault collection? We were just kind of talking about that. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I don't know if you released one in there.
No, all
I
I've got
didn't
is
think
the Curl Repair leave-in, which is
Right.
really a leave-in, not really a refresher.
Right. So no. So then you would just get the regular Raw Curls anti-frizz spray. And that's what I would use.
Yeah.
And that's what I do use.
Yep.
This Volt line is going to be very interchangeable with the regular line, right?
Correct.
It
Yeah,
absolutely
so you
is.
It's
can
just
mix
different
and
price
match.
point. That's
Yeah.
all. It's just a
Right.
different price
Yeah.
point, and so, you're getting ridiculous, amazing deals. So it is what it is. It's what
And
we
you-
have. But if there's not, it may not be, everything that you need. So then you just may have to purchase something at regular price, and the anti-frizz spray is one of those things that is, to me, a must for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's always my one go-to product. Like, people do this thing with me. I know Jess has heard it. If there was just one product, what would it be that I need? And it's like, oh my gosh, it's so difficult. But I kind of start eliminating by a process of, what do they already have that they're happy with or what that they're using. And usually, the anti-frizz spray is a missing link, and it really is something for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and everything that we come out with new, you can show us that bottle if you want, so people can see. It looks kind of goofy to me because
Is that the Vault one?
Yes, if you want to slide that
it's
over, Helen, you
confusing.
can.
Because it's in the black bottle.
Yeah, with the black cap, and it's a little.
Oh.
See what I mean? I guess it looks okay. If I would have never saw it in a white bottle, I guess it would have been okay. It really makes the green pop, I think. But that's it. Like I said, it's that is one of the things about being in our curl club is that's where like our new launches will come out in. So and that stuff we'll experiment with, which is really kind of what it was for, is to experiment with. And and that'll tell us what's going to go and whatever.
So you didn't get new labels. Because everyone, by the way, we've gotten so many compliments. Everyone loves the black bottles and that label and packaging. It does look really sharp. So
thank you.
Yeah.
I have like zero artistic abilities. I really do. But what's really funny is that those Raw Curls Vault labels, I created all that design, and also all the Raw Organics products, all those labels I created. And I have no skills I'm really terrible, right?
I can teach you how to draw.
I don't think I could do it. But it's funny. It's
Me
that
either.
because I know what I like, and I know what I like. And it's just when Rhett used to work with us, he's really super artistic, and it would be I'd just sit there and he'd be like, okay, tell me what you want. I'd be like, I can't get it out of my head.
Your vision.
And he's like, how am I supposed to help you? And we would just sit there and I'd say things that I thought were the right things. And, and he'd just like look over his glasses like, I have no idea what you're even talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then eventually we'd come up with stuff like the Organics thing. It just had eventually happened. And he's like, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Just tell me. But anyway, so that's it. Let's see if I got any other questions here for you. Otherwise we're going to wrap things up. Unless we've got more questions here. We'll see. But yeah, we got a bunch.
I was going to do a demonstration.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Do you have pictures of our dinner last night?
There.
We didn't see those yet. Do you want to see them yet or no?
Sure.
Go ahead, Helen.
There's Ken. Happy birthday.
There's me having my birthday.
Can you tell that it's smoking?
You can. His glass, you can tell it's
Yeah.
smoking.
The other one, I think I took a close-up.
Yeah, they were really going. So
they were really smoky. It was cool.
Yeah.
He was afraid to drink it.
I was, because
Like,
I
I
thought
don't
you
know
might
if we
get
could
burned by the dry ice, because it'll burn you. You can't like touch it with your, like grab it with your
I know,
hands.
it's kind of crazy that they can put it in a drink like that. And the waiter came by and he's like, you can drink it. It's not going to hurt.
It was fun. It was great. Thank you, Melanie, for taking me
You're welcome.
to
Happy
Ocean
birthday.
Prime for dinner on 5th Avenue South. It was nice. Got to act like a big shot when we rolled up in our 200,000 mile 7-year-old hoopty.
Nobody, yeah.
When everybody else is in a something much.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's okay.
Some lady tried to make me come in the salon, and they had a spa like next door to the restaurant, and she was trying to get me to put something on my eyes for the puffiness.
Yeah, they're trying to turn. Yeah, it never goes well when they try
They're
to turn
so
Fifth Avenue into
pushy.
Miami. It just doesn't
Oh
work.
my gosh.
Yeah, pushy.
They're like, here's a free sample, but then they're like, come in. I have
Yeah.
something for you, and I'm like, this is like the hair show. I get it.
Right.
But no.
And I kept walking, and the
She's
next
like,
thing I
"Just
was
come here,
waiting
come
for
here."
is to call you pretty girl. And she didn't. I thought that was coming.
And then when I saw that she had the thing in her hand, because I'm a sucker trying to be nice, not to be rude, right? But then I'm like, no, I'm not putting that on my eyes. I have a dinner reservation. I'm going next door for dinner. No.
And my husband has not stopped walking.
Yeah, he didn't even wait for me.
No. No. So, no, just to be clear, I see Rebecca answered. Thanks for asking. No, I have not opened up our Curl Club yet for memberships. We shut it off at 1,000. And I don't know. Maybe sometime in February we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it will open up a little bit, but it's going to be limited. So if you guys want to tell people, you can, or if it's for you, if you've been thinking about it, whatever. Yeah, I said right from the launch, I wanted to make sure that we had everything right. We had all the inventories right, that we had everything was running right. And as of this morning, I'm pretty happy. This has been a rough month. Let me tell you, it has been a rough month, which is another thing. Oh yeah. You know how people, when January 1st, people have, they're like, what's your word for 2023 or what's your phrase, whatever.
Oh,
what's
yeah.
your
Somebody asked me that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't, but I had been thinking about one, and I decided on my birthday, since it's on the 1st, right? I do have a word, and I'll explain more about it later.
Cat.
I don't want to offend. I don't want to offend lots of people. I'm going to try not to, but I'm doing it for me, and I'm happy about it. And I've thought long and hard about it, and I fretted about it, and whatever. But my word for 2023: boundaries.
That's healthy.
I think it is.
Everybody should have boundaries.
Anybody who's in my circle knows that it's been a problem for a long time. And it's just gotten to, I'm debating if I should tell the story of what kind of pushed me over the edge.
Probably not. You need a Jessica. She'll help set your boundaries for you.
You need a me in your life.
I do. I know that. I do that. I know I need that. I thought about it.
Take her.
I thought, I know. I need to find my own. That work together would be great, right? If they could, our lives would be so much better if we had one more for me.
We need to clone you.
But
we need to clone you.
I know. Yeah.
But we decided that if we can clone her, we have to clone me.
Yeah.
There needs to be an even amount.
Right.
Yeah.
When we figure that out, we'll throw one more in for you.
Okay, good. But anyway, yeah, so that's coming. So don't be offended, but that's coming. And there's a reason. I'll tell the story at a different time when it's a little more appropriate.
I don't think you even need to.
I don't think so either. I think it's healthy, and I think everybody has boundaries, and there's nothing to explain. Your boundary, that's what a boundary is. You don't have to explain it.
Yeah.
It just is.
I do, in a way, I feel bad because because where I am now, I caused it. There's no one to blame but me. No one. I can't blame people that I can't blame people for pushing past my boundaries, or lots of people pushing past my boundaries in my life when I never set them. Because that's not fair for me to be mad, even though.
One of the things that I say to my husband a lot and frustrates him is, if I don't ask, how will I know? And so, I know what his boundary is of me asking for things or asking about things or whatever. It's healthy. Everybody has boundaries. It's okay. And you just have to reassess every once in a while to make sure that you're happy and healthy. And then you go forward.
I think people expect it, and that's always an issue in my life too, because, we're people pleasers, we're workaholics, so we tend to we have a hard time saying no. And that opens ourselves up to those problems, but people understand when you finally say, no, I'm not, they're kind of surprised that you work till 9:00 at night, even though my hours are till 9, but they don't really have a problem if you don't, but if you're available, they're going to take advantage of that. So if you're not, then it's just normal.
But if you think about it, you wanted them to.
Yeah.
That's why that's why you're there until 9:00, because you wanted people to be there until 9:00.
Right.
Now you need to pull back a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean a little bit?
No, I mean, in the case of her,
yeah, okay.
I don't know what you do.
Yeah. So, and there, nobody really, like I changed my hours, as of the 1st in the salon to be every other Saturday.
It's been nice.
I've worked every Saturday for 26 years, and I work, 14 hours a day behind the chair, 5 days a week. So it's time. My shoulder is worn out. I need surgery. So, my body's telling me I have to do something different. It's not even necessarily what I want to do, but it's something that I have to do. And
all of your clients are like, good for you.
Yeah.
You need to take a little bit of a break. Good for
till
you.
they
Right.
realize
They're
that they're
happy.
getting bumped.
But they're not.
they're
though.
not, because they just
that's
have to
great.
come late at night or on a different Saturday, and they're okay with that.
We've worked it out.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah.
getting bumped.
Mm, good.
Yeah. So anyway, do you want me to do a demonstration, or should we just save it?
Yeah. Do we want to what?
I was going to just show people how to, a fun, quick updo that I do, and just how to dress it up.
How quick can you do it?
Quick.
Do it quick, because we're an hour in. Go ahead and do it, and we'll wrap it up.
Okay, so because a lot of times people are asking me, like, what different things they can do with their hair. Or I wear my hair like this to work, and they're like, I don't know how to do it. I don't have a mirror, but maybe I can look at this, and maybe I can look in the computer. But anyway, I'm going to take my headphones off.
Okay. Should we hum?
Yeah,
Sing.
whistle. I love it.
Do you know how to whistle?
No, and she does not enjoy it. Don't let her trick
So
you.
it's just super easy. You can take, this is kind of one of my fancy scrunchies. I don't honestly recommend these. I just like it because it's sparkly and pretty, but typically I have those phone cord ones like I recommend to use, or the silk ones that we use for putting our hair up at night when we sleep. So I'm going to do the same technique as that. Whether you leave a little piece out in the front is up to you, but you're basically just going to gather all your hair on the top of your head. This can be done very quickly, especially if you have long hair. So it's up to you. For this, if you use it, you leave it loose or make it tighter is up to you. If I'm going to sleep, I leave it looser. So anyway, I think I have all my hair. Okay. I'm doing this kind of blindly. So I'm just going to put that ponytail holder around, like I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail, and I'm going to pull it, but not all the way through. So you can see that I leave some hair down. And so I'm still, I'm not pulling the ponytail all the way through. And then I'm just going to wrap that holder around. And then I usually just kind of rearrange these curls. Ooh, it's weird. It's like backwards in the camera. So because my hair is really long, I just call this a modified pineapple or bun, whatever you desire. And then I take a big bobby pin, like so. Can everybody see that? It's like a extra large one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see what it looks like. But anyway, so I can literally put one bobby pin in my hair. I'm just going to stick that through and secure it by pushing that in. And let me see what's going on here. So
Look in the TV screen. You can see
it's
yourself.
backwards. It's confusing.
Oh. I didn't think of
Yeah.
that.
So I leave those little dangles down. So I've got a cute little bun. And if I feel like it needs a little bit more security, I can just use another little bobby pin. Or if something went awry over here and I just need to tuck it in, I can use a little bobby pin, but I don't need it. That was secure enough. It's not really moving around. I've got little dangles in the back, which looks really pretty with the curls hanging down. People like that. Mm-hmm. And then if you want to dress it up, this is fun. This was a fun fact. And I just kind of did this like on a whim because I hate these headbands. They always look so pretty. They're readily available. You can find them everywhere. But they're the ones that just go around your head like this. And they rest behind your ears, which gives me a headache in about 2 minutes. So I thought, what can I do with that? And I said, oh my God, I'm just going to put it around the top to dress that up. So how cute is that? Mm-hmm. I can't see again, but yeah, I literally just stuck it around, and that dresses it up. And those come in all different colors. And so there you go. Now Jessica says I look like I'm getting married.
She does.
That is gorgeous. That is.
Cue the confetti.
Hey.
No, that is the cat's ass.
That's the cat's meow.
Cat's meow.
That's the cat's meow.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
So
I
anyway,
thought it was
if I
something
was
else.
looking in a mirror and stuff, but I think it turned out okay.
You look like a princess.
Yeah. So really just kind of fun because I thought, what can I do with all these headbands? And look at that. It's super simple.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it look really pretty, like you're going somewhere or
Like,
something.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you are.
Wonderful. Okay. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you again for joining us. And again, next week, have your questions ready for us. It's helpful. We're more than happy to answer them for you. So, got anything else you want to wrap anything else up, Jess? Got anything for us?
I don't think so.
Okay. Melanie?
Nope.
All right. Okay. We'll see you guys next week, Monday night, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, same place as you saw it, and on the podcast. And have a
Great curly week. Hopefully we'll have all kinds of exciting stuff going on to share with you next week.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Thank you. Bye.